Menurutku laki-laki nggak akan sanggup jadi perempuan.
Sepakat.
Menurutku ya.
Iya.
Jadi kalau misalnya dunia ini kan sekarang memang lebih banyak perempuannya dibanding laki-lakinya. Karena memang dunia ini tuh berat. Dan yang memang bisa menanggung berat itu ya perempuan. Jadi menurutku ya, walaupun lebih enak jadi laki-laki, tapi karena perempuan jauh lebih kuat, so we're willing to stay sebagai perempuan, karena you cannot handle being perempuan.
Menurutku laki-laki gak akan sanggup jadi wanita. Sepakat. I am review Alfatah 147, an English education student from Class D. In this video, I will now counter by saying that men's lives are harder. But after observing it again, I realized that there is something more interesting when viewed from the perspective of intercultural communication. In my opinion, the main point of this video is not about who has the harder life. Instead, it is more about how men and women have different ways of communicating and interpreting experiences. Gender communication style is the difference in the way men and women convey thoughts, feelings, and opinions while communicating. For example, men are often told to speak more directly, briefly, and focus on solutions, while women more often use communication that is expressive, detailed, and emotional. That is why, after paying closer attention, I actually already agreed by saying sepakat. And perhaps for some men, a short answer like that is already enough to show support or agreement. But it was different with Najwa Shihab. After hearing the word agreed, she still continued her explanation. And in my opinion, this is something quite interesting. Because in communication, especially those related to gender and culture, women often do not only want to be heard, but also truly understood. Najwa Shihab was not trying to win the conversation. Instead, she wanted to make sure that women's experiences were understood more deeply, not just briefly agreed upon. There is a theory from Edward Hall about high context and low context communication. Simply put, some people communicate directly and briefly, while others convey messages with emotions, experiences, and deeper meanings. From the video, we can see the difference. The male host answered briefly and directly. Meanwhile, Najwa Shihab explained with more emotional and deeper context. And actually, this does not mean that one is better than the other. It only shows that everyone has different ways of conveying meaning. Besides that, I also see that the statement, being a woman is hard, is actually not only about physical matters or work. Instead, it is more about the social pressure often experienced by women. This is called cultural expectation toward women, which means expectation on rights roles and social standards given by society to women based on existing culture. For example, women are often expected to be strong, maintain their behavior, handle many things at once, but at the same time, they are also often judged by society. So, in my opinion, Najwa Shihab's statement is more like a representation of women's social experiences within our society and culture. But on the other hand, I also think it is important to view this issue in a balanced way, because men also have their own challenges and responsibilities. Therefore, discussion like this should not become a competition about who suffers more or who is greater. So, the most important point is not about who is stronger, but about how we can understand one another better. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.